What's going on, guys? Today we're bringing the truck into the dealer to get a door issue fixed. I'll show you once we get there. And they're going to give me a rental. I have no clue what. I have a feeling it's going to be something like a Jeep Renegade or something. I'm hoping for at least a V6 Charger. We'll see. But we'll talk more when we get there, show you what's going on, and see what they have for us. Alright, I apologize, the truck's so dirty, and I know it's kind of hard to see because of the reflection of the car next to me, but here's what we're dealing with. You can see there's just like a white line right here because the door hits the quarter fender when I open it, and you can even hear it sometimes. Of course not now, but so they don't do their own body work. They're going to send it across the street to Abra Auto Body. That's how most of the dealers do it around here, it seems. So we're gonna go in, get checked in. I'm also gonna have them check out my seat. As you can see on the passenger one here, the driver's one is doing the same thing. The little cushion piece that clips on, it's supposed to fold underneath and clip on, and it keeps coming undone. So I'm gonna have them look at that as well. Well, my rental options were limited, as I suspected. I had an option between a Compass Jeep, a Jeep Renegade, and I think it was like a minivan or a Town and Country, and a Dodge Journey. So I think the Compass has the most grunt out of all those power to weight, and here it is. Okay, we're back now in my hood. Alright, so I actually like the color of this. I would have got a Ram in this color if they had one. I know it's a little loud for some people, but yeah, I ended up getting the Compass for the rental. It was between that and, like I said, a Journey and a Town and Country or a Renegade, and this was the best fit for me. The Renegade definitely wouldn't have been enough power because I'm used to using my power to merge and, you know, negotiate through traffic. So I don't have a need for something as big as a Journey and a van as far as passengers go, so this was my choice. It looks like, and I did call the dealer and tell them this too, someone drove over some white paint, road paint, as you can see all over the side, since the entire state of Minnesota is one huge construction zone right now. But and the antenna's missing, and scuffs on door panels, and scuffs around shifter. Haven't rented a vehicle in a while, and they never did a walk around or anything with me, so I hope they don't try to blame any of this on me. There's only 1,200 miles on this thing, and I think I'm gonna have it for about a week while they fix all the stuff on the truck. So we'll pick this up a little later in the week or later in the day here. Let you know if I have any issues or anything like that with this, or if we hear from the dealer. So stay tuned. All right, guys, we are back. We got the beast back, finally. The Compass was not too bad, but let me tell you, I missed the Hemi power on ramps and trying to maneuver through traffic. So let's quick go over what they did for me here. Got the invoice, which was, everything was free because it's under, you know, warranty. They updated that ORC module for that's the occupant restraint control for the seat belts and the airbags. So my ORC must have been fine. They just updated the software. They had to order seat covers for this issue here, or they won't stay clipped onto the bottom rail. Those are on back order until September. And now this is the part that kind of gets me. And I'm not going to make a big deal about it right now because the rest of the service went fairly well, even though I had to call about 4 or 5 times on this thing. And it took a week, which, you know, that's not too long for me considering I had to send it to the body shop. But for the door, remember I showed you the door rubbing in the front? Okay, so all they did, now this dealer, and a lot of them around here do, like I said, I think earlier, they sublet their body work to Abra Auto Body. Well, I can't remember if it was Abra or Chrysler, but one of them decided they were just gonna use a buffing compound, which, I mean, it looks fine right now. I don't see any, this scratch was already here. Stupid people in parking lots. But it doesn't hit. It's really close still, right here. Very close. It doesn't look that close on camera, but I assure you it is. So we'll see how that holds up. But here's the kicker. What makes me angry is they said, again, I don't remember if it was Abra or Ram that said this, but they said that the fender, something had pushed on my fender and caused it to contact there. Look at, it's still, you can see it right there. They did wash it for me, so it's all mirrored and you can't see anything now, but there's a tiny bit of white here where it was rubbing, and maybe it still is. Pretty sure it's very close if it's not touching. That's why I'm irritated. They decided that something had pushed on the fender and caused this to happen, and they declined it for now under warranty, and that's bogus, because the truck's got 6,000 miles on it. It's been in no wreck, and even if anything pushed on it, not so much hit it as she said, if something pushed on it, how would it move when it's bolted down? The mounting holes would be messed up from the bolts. I don't think they know who they're messing with here. So I'm not gonna mention the deal or anything yet. I want to see how this pans out and try to handle it civilly. Otherwise, you know damn well we're coming after them, because that's bogus. You can see nothing's ever hit this. The only thing at all is there's one little scratch there, and maybe that's what they saw and they think it got pushed in or something, but there's no dents, no nothing. I've never messed with it. So we'll see where that goes, but that really irritated me. So seems to kind of be one of Chrysler's downfalls, or FCA, I guess I should say. I've always liked their products, but their service and warranty is just horrible, and I know they're not the only brand like that. I know there's others. It's just really frustrating when you got a $50,000 truck or more, or even less. Even if you got a base model that's, you know, $35,000 or whatever, it's still your vehicle and you want it fixed right, and to basically be accused of doing something to your truck that you never did and then being told that it's not covered under warranty is a real kick to the balls. So I'm definitely going to revisit that, and we're going to make them pay and famous for this if this becomes a problem. So let me know down below if you guys have had problems. I know you have. Let me know your service story. Enough rambling and complaining about this. We'll follow up on that later. Definitely felt weird getting back into the big old truck after driving the Compass. The Compass did have the smaller, I believe like 7-inch or 6.5-inch screen. It was livable. I definitely like the 8.4 better, but it was livable. The weird thing though is I like the steering wheel a little, well, not overall, but I like the steering wheel a little bit better in the Jeep because it was a smaller diameter than the Ram, so it was a little more agile. Also, the Ram I've always felt has a kind of too skinny, you know, the wheel's not very girthy, except for down here. It's gigantic for some reason. I don't know if people drive like this or what, but it had better bolstering and more thickness overall on the wheel of the Compass. The only thing I didn't like is that like the cruise control cancel button was buried half under the airbag, so if you have big thumbs, that might be a problem. Also, I like the audio controls better on the Ram. You can see they stick out a little bit. On the Compass, they were more recessed, so they were a little, again, if you have big old sausage fingers, it'll be a little harder to navigate. But the one thing I did like about the Compass, and they got this completely backwards, because, you know, the big truck, you'd think, you turn your, for those of you that didn't know that you could do this, by the way, this is on like all 08, 07 on up Rams. You just, and you get 3 blinks. Works both ways, you don't have to hold it. So that's fine and dandy, but 3 blinks usually isn't enough for me to get over unless I'm driving real aggressive. The freaking little dinky Jeep had 5 blinks when you do that. So why does a little agile Jeep get more blinks than a big honking truck that you're probably going to be towing with? Now my buddy's F-150 does 6 blinks when hooked to a trailer. I don't know if this does anything like that, but 3 is not enough. As far as fuel economy, well, this is because I just reset it. I just filled up, but I've been averaging about 13 with the truck here in the summer. I usually have windows down, minimal AC if possible, but it has been hot, so I have been running that about 10 miles to and from work. Fair majority is interstate, but there's traffic and a lot of construction right now. So, and the compass, I averaged about 20 doing the same thing, which doesn't sound that great, but it's the acceleration that kills the compass. If you're cruising, like all the work zones are 60 miles an hour. So when I was cruising 60, I was getting 32 to 38, even hitting 40 at points. But it brought the average down to 20 just because it's a little 4-banger. You got to wring its neck to get anywhere, and that more throttle off the line equals worse mileage. So if you are thinking about getting one of those, keep that in mind. It did have the 9-speed, and it did an okay job, but honestly it's nowhere near as good as the 8-speed. It can't pick and choose its gears as fast, and there was a point yesterday where my lane ended and I had it floored, and it felt like this thing should have downshifted, and it didn't, and it was just a slug, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to get ahead of the person, but I just did barely. So enough rambling, enough on this video. Again, we'll follow up on this other stuff as it progresses. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and please check me out on Facebook at Tony the Truck Guy. Thanks for watching.